These dogs over here cracking me up. This guy walking all these dogs. The Doberman. Ooh, we got 2 Dobermans. One of them want to get loose and eat whoever's in that car he's talking to. Well, I tell you, dogs are a trip. It's like, hey, calm down, man, calm down. What's up, everybody? This is Joseph R. Wheeler III, and welcome to another Wheeler Rides. I'm out rolling, and as usual, whenever I got time to roll around with y'all, I say, let me take my people with me, and let's do some Wheeler Rides throughout Atlanta, Georgia, through the ATL area, through parts you may have seen, never knew existed, may know but didn't know as much about. Want to know the whole world is coming to Atlanta, is in Atlanta, so people want to know Atlanta. About to flip the camera and get this thing going. Welcome to Wheeler Rides. Outkast, on their first album, as I recall it, had a song, said, Lakewood, them over there just ain't good. Now, if you know the song, if you know the lyric, let me say this. I'm in the Lakewood area right now. A lot of Atlanta history, as anywhere in Atlanta, the Lakewood neighborhood. It has changed drastically, and it's going through changes still. It ain't over. A lot that's got to be done. But like as I'm saying this, what you see right now wasn't here a few years ago. These nice new homes and whatnot, and this is all a result of, as you know, gentrification. It's changing things. So in neighborhoods like this where there was an extreme blight for years and years and years, all of a sudden when economics change and certain demographics start to change and they, certain monies come in, certain ethnicities come in, suddenly we can fix it up. Suddenly we can, start enforcing the law. Suddenly we're running the drugs out. Suddenly we want to make this a nice neighborhood, But like I said, it's still going through some stuff. Definitely, it's far from, pristine, so to speak. But it is a changing community, and it's there's a lot of, as I was saying, a lot of history over here. For me, the main thing I always think of when I think of Lakewood is when I was in high school. Shout out to Benjamin Elijah Mays High School. Okay, class of '93. What it do? Add it up, do the math. When I was in high school, we played a lot of our games. Our home stadium was Lakewood Stadium, and that's over in this area. And so, that, what? I gotta have that on here. I gotta go back and get the stadium. I can't talk about Lakewood Stadium and not show y'all the stadium. I don't think that's fair to y'all, right? I gotta show y'all that. So we'll work our way back, going through some other parts, even stuff that I'm not familiar with over here. Like what we in right now, these apartments, I'm just like, I don't even know. These are definitely newer, or within the last 10 or so years, so to speak, development. But a lot has changed, as I always say. A lot is changing. But when I turn here, I'm gonna get y'all a better view of this mural. I love to show you the murals. I'm a muralist. I've done murals, not many, but I love the art form as an artist of many disciplines. So whenever I see the murals, I get excited. I love to show y'all all of that. So we're gonna make our way back to the stadium. I'm gonna show y'all this real quick. Other thing to note is Lakewood Amphitheater, where a lot of concerts take place, is over here. Can't really show you that because the entrance to it, there ain't nothing to really see. You know, it's not like you can see it on camera. There's a couple of entrances, and then you have to be escorted in through security when there's an event, and then it's just basically a huge field with a stage, and the stage is where they have concerts and whatnot. I did go to a show. It's one of those reunion hip-hop shows a few years ago, and that was pretty cool. One thing I didn't like about it was I had not been to an outdoor concert in years. So, I mean, when I say years, the last time I went to something outdoors was Lollapalooza back in, and I can't remember if that may have been at Lakewood Amphitheater. Probably was. I can't remember where we were, but man, it was like insanely crowded. I'll put it like this to put it in perspective. Ice Cube was there that year. Cypress Hill was there that year. They were the only notable hip-hop acts, and this was when Cypress was going through a stage of saying they didn't want to be known as a hip-hop group. they were rebranding themselves, and then and then a few years later after that, I think they realized that's not doing us no favor, so they reclaimed their position in hip-hop, because they'll forever be hip-hop legends. But I forget what they called themselves at that point, but because their band had expanded, they weren't just a DJ with two rappers. It wasn't just Muggs and Be Real and Sendog. It was like they had an actual band that would perform with them, which was really dope. They had live drummers on stage and other instrumentation. It was cool. It was a real vibe. But anyway, that was the last time I went to an outdoor concert. So when I went to this thing a few years ago, I mean, people be smoking and all that at outdoor concerts anyway, even way back. But now, oh my gosh, you need a gas mask on before COVID just to go in the concert. I mean, you talk about secondhand smoke from cigarettes and marijuana, you be high, smelly, lungs jacked up. I mean, I came out here, my lungs, I don't smoke, and I don't condone smoking. I don't like smoking at all. I can't stand it. I got no love for smoking. And when I tell you that mess, oh my gosh, my lungs was jacked up for a week, y'all. It is no game. I cannot stand being in environments like that. So anyway, that's what I think of when I think of Lakewood Studio. To my left is Screen Gems movie production studio, TV and movie production studio. And I'm gonna see if I can get an angle so y'all can see that kinda. That's not really the best view of it. The back of that white building over there. You might see a little bit more when I go by. You might. The neighborhood center here. Okay, so that's Screen Gems over, if you can see through the trees, those white buildings and everything. Yeah, like I said, it's not really the best view of it. All right, so the reason why people want to come over in this area with the gentrification is pretty simple. You're right outside of downtown Atlanta in the Lakewood area. I mean, it's true Atlanta city limits. Okay, here's the Screen Gem sign. Let me give y'all that. I can at least give you that. It's old, not too fancy or anything, but the way those tops of the building look in that sign is how it mostly looks on set. So that's how that looks. All right, now the amphitheater. You see the lights? Well, not the amphitheater, but the stadium, should I say. Lakewood Stadium over there to that's what it is over there. I think, yeah, you can see it. So That is Lakewood Stadium. It was renovated, I can't remember how many years ago. Amphitheater and general parking is right there to the left, some of it. And whenever there's an event out here, this whole area gets so crowded. You know, neighborhood folks come out, get their hustle on, trying to sell stuff to people as they walk to the stadiums and everything, to the game, whatever they're going to. But this is Lakewood Stadium right here, where many a historic high school football game was played. I mean historic, y'all, historic. Yeah, you can't really see much with the trees, and that's not a complaint. I love that we have trees in Atlanta. That's what Atlanta has more trees, I think I read, than any other metropolitan area in the whole nation. And I hope we keep our trees no matter what. All this new development and whatnot. Across the street, South Bend Center for Arts and Culture. Neighborhood Community Center. I've never been in that, but I've always seen it when I was out here. Many a game. Many a battle of a bands. All kind of incredible good times. Yes, indeed. Y'all remember the movie Drumline? Yeah, I lived it. I was in the band in high school, loved it. I was in the drum section. Yes, I was in the drum line, you feel? We call it the drum section. Everything started switching to just saying drum line after that movie. But yeah, I was a percussionist. Started on cymbals my sophomore year. Junior year, I went to tenor drum. Senior year, I was first tenor. So I was the second in charge. I was the vice president. I was the co-section leader. Our lead was my boy, Toro Jones. Shout out E, what's good, man? If you ever see this, you know what it is, family. Atomic Thunder, AT for life. That was the name of the drum section, Atomic Thunder at Mays High School. So all my ATLians that know what it is, y'all can get crazy and loud and beat the drums in your mind when you hear the name, because I know it means something to you. So as I continue on my journey down Lakewood, we're gonna take it all the way to the city. I'm gonna show how it connects with the city, and also show how, like I say, things are in a state of transition, but a lot of these rundown, beat up buildings and stuff, a lot still gotta go on over here to get it right. If it's ever truly gonna be all that it can be, because it's still showing off the hood. Hell, if anything, last time I've been over here, I hate to say it, looks worse. I see more trash on the street than I ever saw. Golly. Man. But, yeah. The ooze between the lapidated wood. See, I just start spitting Outkast lyrics when I go through different parts of Atlanta. Yep. So as you see buildings way off in the distance, we're getting closer and closer to the city. And this is all, if you're counting the minutes on this ride, that's only within the last 2 minutes. So you're technically like 5 minutes away from downtown, 5 to 10 minutes away from downtown if you lived over in this area, which is again why the gentrification is coming through strong, slowly but surely. The Shack Barbecue and Seafood. Supposed to be getting some rain today, obviously. You see the clouds. We missed it yesterday. It was looking like it was gonna rain, but it kept the sun peeking through the clouds. It was real regular content for my nonprofit, Honest Con, and our Honest Con, the outdoor experience worldwide. If you're not following Honest Con, be sure to follow Honest Con Atlanta for regular content of hiking, fishing, and all things related for the outdoor experience feed, but also for our general Honest Con relatable comic books, video games, animation, sci-fi, fantasy, thriller, horror, manga, anime style, cosplay, all of that good love that we love. That's what the nonprofit is, 501c3 nonprofit, Onyx Con, ONYXCON. Make sure you follow, subscribe, share it with a friend. I do movie reviews and things over there. This is something new going up. I don't know what that's about to be. Wow. Must be some apartments, because these over here look like, yeah, those are apartments. Man, look at all of this. All you gotta do is not go through an area for a few months in Atlanta. You come back, it's a whole nother world. It's like a whole nother world has been built since you've been away. Wow. Wow, look at all of this. Good gracious. And this is right next to the train tracks. I just crossed over train tracks. So they gonna be getting it real loud when the train comes through. I used to live in some apartments near the train, but the beauty of it was just far enough that it made it a little bit, it was still romantic, it could be romanticized, you know, it was like the sound was like, instead of, you know, I didn't have to hear it like that. So it was cool. Hank Aaron Drive. Shout out to the legendary Forever and a Day, Hammer and Hank. One of many that kept Atlanta on the map. The home run king. The man who originally beat Babe Ruth's record. That's right. And I still say it, forever and a day. I put this $1 billion idea out there. Anybody ever hear it, see it? All I ask is you let me do the design for this concept. I want to design the jersey, the new look or what have you. I want that privilege for this amazing idea I have. So with everything Hank Aaron means to Atlanta and should forever mean to Atlanta, you see the whole city coming up. This is a beautiful view right here. If you ever want to get a different angle on a photo for Atlanta, right here's the spot. And Atlanta Ave here. Well, just be careful if you come here to take a picture. Yeah, that little area right back there can be kind of black as hot. So anyway, coming across Ormond here, but that's a nice view right there. That's all I'm saying. And let me finish my idea before I got to shout out Georgia State, by the way. So this used to be the old Braves Stadium, since it's still related to Hank Aaron. That's why they named it Hank Aaron after Hank Aaron, to honor where he hit that home run. Was right here to my left. It wasn't the same stadium then. It was the old Atlanta Stadium. Matter of fact, I think it's not exactly built where the old one was, because I think it was built, the parking lot is one of the main parking lots that's next to this is where the old stadium was, as I remember. But anyway, the old Brave Stadium, but this one here to the left now was taken by Georgia State, so it's officially Georgia State Stadium for their football games. Georgia State Panthers, shout out to Georgia State. I like Georgia State. I know a lot of people went to Georgia State. I got love for everything ATL, so, you know, shout out Georgia State, of course. Plus, I love their logo. I love that Panther. It's real cool. I gotta get me a Panther hat and hoodie and stuff. I like paraphernalia. I like mascots, jerseys, stuff like that. Always did. Always will. So, I was saying, Hank Aaron, it was called Hammer and Hank. For how he hammered the ball, you know what I'm saying, and always hit them home runs. Home Depot and some other folks are major sponsors of the Braves. Okay. You see where I'm going with this? Why do we still have the tomahawk, a sacred weapon for Native American cultures, still being exploited as a total insult to, they having a graduation at the stadium today. I'm trying to turn around so y'all can really see the entrance and how big it is. But you know, instead of still, you know, desecrating peoples that have been displaced, diseased, killed, pushed into alcoholism, all of the stuff that folks did in this country to Native Americans, and you still got the dirt. We fighting for our survival, and with the very weapons we use, sacred weapons we use, you're gonna use that as a emblem of your team to make all this money and constant insult to what we really represent. So that's the stadium over there. Just showing y'all what it look like. Yeah, that's goofy. I see y'all back there. Construction workers crack me up. They're so macho. I'm backing up. They're just gonna stand there like, we ain't moving. I ain't trying to hit you either. It's okay. Calm down. Silliest people on earth. Don't be a stereotype, y'all. If you know, just don't be the expected. I don't understand why some people gotta be a stereotype of what's expected. Like, construction workers tend to be goofy, macho guys, so busy being macho they do dumb stuff. You don't have to be that person. You can be more intelligent than expected. You really can. You can be amazing. You can. Anyway, that's Georgia State Stadium over there, Center Park, they're calling it. Which must be, I don't know what Center Park with a C and no K is. That must be some type of corporate sponsor or something connected. Gotta be something like that. Oakland Cemetery to my right, as it was. I'm going to this one mural. I gotta show y'all. This. Got a little turn around, y'all. I had to come back the other way. I want to make sure y'all see this mural up close. So I'm going through all the hassle just for y'all. I want to show y'all this good stuff. All this beautiful work in Atlanta. All this black excellence in Atlanta. So we're going to redefine black excellence. I'm a big stickler for not demonizing things that are supposed to be excellent. You know, not making things about thuggery and downwardness and still calling it black excellence. No. Black excellence is a real hashtag to me. When they came out with that one, I was like, all right, I'm with this. Oh yeah, I can speak to this. This is my cultures. This is my lifestyle. This is where I come from. This is what I represent. Okay? You know, this ain't the fall out. This is the going up. All right. Going through the neighborhood to get to it. Like I said, I want to show y'all this beautiful mural. building, if you want to come see this mural, is the Columbia Tower at MLK Village. All right, and that's where the mural is. So I'm gonna park and show y'all. Now, as I'm parking, I'm disappointed because I'm seeing trash. See, you got this nice, brand new community. This is what I'm saying about your mind, y'all. Pete Rock and CL Smooth made a song years ago, The Ghetto of the Mind. You can have the most amazing area, beautiful, everything. But if your mind doesn't reflect where you're living, eventually nothing changes. You can't have this and be talking about black excellence. That's not black excellence. I'm calling it out because I know this is a mostly black neighborhood and I want to see us do right. When I say right, I mean functional, not dysfunctional. Check that out. Look at that. With the Adinkra symbols. See, this foolishness right here, this gotta go. That's gotta go. I'm so sick of silliness with people. Just wow. Anyway, we're gonna celebrate this art. That's the artist right there. Shout out to him. And that's done with spray paint. I know spray paint when I see it. That's beautiful. That's a lot of work, y'all. That's a lot of work. Yes, yes. Tree is blocking it a little bit, but from the expressway you can see the whole thing as you pass by. So really nice, really nice. Shout out to the artist. That's beautiful.